Alright, after much requests, I finally did it. I made a speed run for you guys for bench press. How I went from being 38 years old and getting pinned by 280 pounds after weight training for 24 years to going to being able to bench 352 pounds at 44. Along the way, I also hit a 314.2 pound pause bench in meet at 132 pounds, and I set some American records. So whether you are a powerlifter that just wants to crush it and you have long arms and legs like I do, and if you're going to have a good total, you got to make it work on your bench, or you're just an athlete that, hey, I got these other things going on, or I'm a recreational athlete, I've been at plateau for bench a long time, I'd really like to increase that. That's what this video is about. It doesn't matter what state you're in, how long you've been plateaued, you guys can definitely increase your bench. If I strength trained for 24 years already and then increased my bench press another 70 pounds just by tweaking my form and using these exercises, you can do it too. So stay tuned, and I promise you, if you do these consistently over a period of time, you're going to have a bigger bench. Stay tuned and enjoy the video. Alright, I'm going to roll these out not based on what's more important than the other, but the order that I would do them in a workout. So first I would start out with a movement called YTWs. So you're just going to use some tubing or a mini band, super band, and you're going to do a motion like a Y, you're going to do one like a W, like you see right here, and then you're going to do one like a T, which you'll see at the end where you pull back and then rotate up. This is all about keeping your shoulders healthy and warming up your rotator cuffs so that you're cueing them and you're not overstraining them when you go to do the heavier movements. Alright, this is an exercise I engineered so that I could unrack the weight myself and control the weight better without it pressing me down. So I guess I call this banded unrack pulls, and so I have the one band at the bottom of the power rack and I have the other one at the top. So the one on the bottom is cueing me to pull the weight out by myself, and the other one is cueing me to pull my chest up to the bar as the weight's coming towards me. One thing when you start to bench heavier is you're going to lose your thoracic extension when the weight starts pushing you down, especially when it starts to get to be more like a max weight attempt where you have to pause or you have to wait for a start command from the head judge. So this really helps that, and I got a good probably 10, maybe even 20 pounds from doing this exercise. It is just a cueing exercise, and you don't need to rep it out a lot, you just need to unrack it a lot. And it works really, really well to do at the beginning of a session before you start benching. Alright, now we're going to talk about bench form. Too often people are over-focused on the programming they're doing and not working on form. Be more efficient. You're going to be more powerful, and from a perspective of increasing your endurance, you're also going to be more productive. Here was when I first started out. I had lifted for 24 years already, and I was not very efficient with my form. It wasn't as good. I struggled to get 3 to 4 reps there at 240 pounds versus crushing it at probably a lower body weight a year and a half later using 264 pounds. So work on your efficiency, work on thoracic extension, focus on form. How can I improve this? Is the bar moving all over the place? These are little corrections you can make every workout, and you need to pay attention to those just as much as you pay attention to how many reps you're doing, how many sets you're doing, what weight you're doing. And you'll see this here in upcoming videos. It's not just when I was really lean. You can tell now, even when I do training now, whether I've been focusing on bench only, like right here my body weight's up, so are the weights, and this is a little bit farther down the road. And I'm just crushing it because I was doing a training block where I was focused on increasing my bench. So this is 286 pounds, and I'm just ripping it out. This is 308 pounds, same thing, crushing it out. And this is over 2 times body weight. I probably weighed about 150 pounds in these videos. Versus these upcoming videos, I weigh about 155 pounds right now, but I'm not benching that often because I'm actually kind of getting ready for my buddy's wrestling team in an old man wrestling tournament. So what I'm doing right now is 286 for 5, which is less than that set you just saw, even though my body weight is a little bit higher. It's all about efficiency. I'm not used to benching, so my form isn't as good. And you guys need to think about that. That is part of the speed run. You have to work on your bench efficiency. This is an exercise I developed to build my bench off of my chest. So if you're a person that has a hard time getting started on bench, getting that bar off your chest at the bottom position after a pause, this is the exercise for you. So what you're going to do is you're going to do a half rep. So you're going to come down, touch your chest, press it halfway up. Then you're going to bring it all the way back down, touch your chest, and do a full rep, and just repeat that. That is 1 rep. Cut down the percentage that you'd use for the same weight by about 10%, and do 2 to 3 sets at the end of your regular bench workout. So bring your bench work down just a little bit, volume, and do these occasionally, especially if you're having a problem getting the bar off your chest. All right, the next exercise to do is use a reactive slingshot towards the end of your bench. What the reactive slingshot is going to help you do is take pressure off the bottom portion of the lift, so just the opposite of the last exercise I showed you, and it's going to be harder to do the lockout. So just for you guys that might have kids around too, hey, that's okay. Sometimes you just got to get the work in, right? And so I purposely left some of these in here because you see my youngest, when he was smaller, it's okay. As long as the kids know that they're out in the outside, don't worry about it. Just continue with the workout. All right, let's get back to business. So the reactive slingshot, what it is going to do for you is it's going to help you take some pressure off the bottom of your chest. So if you're having shoulder issues, it's going to help relieve that. But it's also going to help you if you're a good lifter, like you have a really good leg drive at the bottom, and you're getting that weight started, but you're just having a hard time finishing it. This can really help you on the lockout, because the farther the weight gets away from your chest, the harder it's going to be, because the reactive slingshot isn't going to assist. And the reactive slingshot is a really good one to use because it doesn't assist a whole lot, guys. It's only about 5% that it's going to help. So it's actually a great device to use even towards maybe peaking, like right before a meet, because you can use what you might use for your attempts, but it's not going to be so stressful on your body as doing a max attempt. And, you know, sometimes, same thing, you got to get used to the efficiency. I haven't used one forever, but I just want to show you guys too that these are always reactive slingshots. I don't like using a full on slingshot or the heavy duty ones. I just want about 5%, just a little bit of assistance, just to give me a little nudge. So you'll see here in a second, I pause. It's a reactive slingshot. That's the one you want to get. The next one is feet up bench. If you would rather Larson press, that's fine too. I just prefer just to raise my legs up. All I'm trying to do is decompress my back a little bit from doing a lot of squatting and deadlifting. Or if you have back issues, do some of your volume with your feet up, and that will remedy a lot of the issues and the tightness that you have, whether it's maybe you just had a bad back in the past, or maybe you were just doing a lot of training volume like I was, because I was trying to increase my total for powerlifting. All right, this is the first one outside of bench exercises that I consider really important for increasing your bench. I call this dumbbell tricep extension. Some people would call this dumbbell skull crushers. I like it because of the position that you get in. It replicates a competition bench really well. And the exercise itself, I like doing a lot of volume, build up some hypertrophy in the triceps, but also it just seems to work better when you use a little bit lighter weight and do higher reps and maybe even more sets. You don't have to worry about so many sets, but do a lot of volume. So these are ones where I'm doing 15, 20 reps and doing anywhere from 3 to 4 sets after I've done all my benching. So it's a great exercise. I'm going to show you also a modification that I've done in the past too, where I do 3 different directions. So you're going to start with your palms facing towards you. And mind you, I haven't done these in a while. I did them the other day just so I could show you. Whether you want to do them this way or not, I kind of see some value on a little bit. It might be more of like a bodybuilder type style, but this is something you could do. Well, when you do it this way, you're doing a suicide grip, and you would start by sitting on your chest. If that's too wonky for your elbows, don't worry about it. The neutral grip is fine, and it is the best ancillary for increasing your bench by getting in the correct competition bench position, but also helping your lockout. So whether you're just starting out or you're coming back from a long layoff from working out, or you just have a really bad injury like I had, you can always come back, guys. And it was kind of cool, not that it's really cool, that I accidentally tore my bicep tendon in a softball game, but I got to test these exercises. So the first time I had a good base, I just had to develop these exercises. How fast could I come back? Well, from the time that I had surgery until the time that I re-hit my all-time PR, which is 352 pounds, it only took me about 6 months. And I did these exercises pretty religiously. And the first 2 months, I was basically just letting that tissue kind of scar down. So there's not much you can do. So within about 4 months of training, I had the muscle memory, but also using the same exercises that I told you about today, I was able to come back. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I will be making more speed run videos on squats and deadlifts in the near future. And I'll also make shorter videos breaking down the exercise I showed you today. If you like the video, please give me a like, tell all your friends about it, and subscribe as well. Take care, guys, and have a great day.